In this 21-day workshop, I learned a ton. I learned how to become a leader and really mature myself. Also, I learned to stay positive and have the right mindset to let God guide me through life. The most important thing I learned is the importance of the parent-child relationship, and that we have to serve and unite with our parents to become closer to God.
Throughout this 21-day workshop, I realized how important our portion of responsibility is because God can't restore the world without our help. I am a soldier of God that is assigned a mission to build God's providence. But first, I need to perfect myself by changing my mindset.
In these 21 days, I've learned that I need to focus on appreciating, loving, and serving others more to grow as an individual. I need to only pay attention to my actions and uplift others to do God's will. I need to take time to appreciate my family, my parents, God, and everything around me. Also, I need to use my appreciation as motivation to love and serve.
I learned from the 21-day workshop is to create better relationship with others and how to be more caring, loving, and kind.
I realized if I have a really cool toy and share it with my brothers and sisters, they will share their cool toys with me. Also, I learned if you change your thinking, you can change your life and your heart. Also, I want a better parent-child relationship.
During these 21 days, I realized that God needs me to be a leader and help Him to spread His love to everyone. And in this camp, I learned to have a really strong parent-child relationship with my parents and to have a strong relationship with my brothers and sisters.
During this 21-day workshop, I realized that God is always here for us, and He knows what we need and when we need it. Through many different spiritual and beautiful experiences, God comforts us when we are sad, rewards us when we do good, scolds us when we are bad, and gives us strength when we are weak. God is always with us, and as long as we let Him in, He will work miracles in our lives.
This year during this workshop, I learned that whatever challenges I face, I can overcome it. Challenges may seem impossible, but when you focus your heart and mind on what you want to achieve, nothing can stop you.
I've learned that faith in Heavenly Father is the most valuable necessity I will carry throughout my life. I've learned that in order to love people and give sincerely, I need to renew my heart and refresh my motivation consistently. I've learned that the only limits I have are the ones I give myself, and overcoming them is overcoming my selfishness.
This camp has taught me to not be afraid to be myself. I have made great friends at this camp. And I have met lots of people. It was really great feeling the love of everybody I meet at the camp. I like this camp.
Through fundraising, I learned how to talk to other people and get out of my comfort zone. I learned how to encourage myself when I was rejected. I also learned that God will never leave us no matter what.
I learned that I should pay attention more. The more I pay attention to things, the more I understand it deeper. It's really neat to understand more than what it says, like more than what it plainly says, but maybe a little bit deeper. As I paid attention to things, I noticed more than what I usually notice. So that's what I learned. Or at least I think I learned.
I gained a few things in this workshop. Here are just some. One thing I have gained in this workshop is new friends. Other thing I have gained from this workshop is better fundraising skills plus more confidence and less shyness.
During these 21 days, I experienced God in so many ways. Through the unity in our team to the beautiful nature that God has given to us, I learned how I learned how strong trusting God can be. I was able to open my heart and allow Him room to work through me. He helped me understand the importance of restoring my family to an ideal state. My relationship with God has risen tremendously, as well as my understanding of His heart.
What I learned in the 21-day workshop is how important it is to smile, how to interact with people, how to live for the sake of others, how to change my limitations by pushing myself, and I experienced God's love through His children. I also learned how bad the condition of the world is, and through fundraising I restored and blessed many people, and I felt really great. This 21 day was awesome. It was an awesome experience.
There are no words to describe my experience during this 21-day workshop. I've experienced so much, but the one thing that sticks out to me the most is God's love that I've experienced. It is so real, it's so powerful, and it's so there. In everything I did, in everything I'm doing, I sense Father's overwhelming, omniscient, and omnipotent love. Through His love, I learned to push myself more and to live for the sake of others more, and to put my heart into everything I say or do. There were some hard times and many challenges to overcome, but through it all, I grew, and I'm eternally grateful for this.
What I learned in this 21-day workshop was that God always has a plan for you. As long as you really just trust in Him and let Him work in your life, amazing things will happen.
In this 21 days, I learned many things, especially about living for the sake of others. I never knew how important living for the sake of others is. Without it, we won't be able to grow. So to grow, I plan to do my best on this, like helping my parents with chores and stuff. I want to help my friends with schoolwork. I want to be serving everyone every day to help everyone, and I hope I could improve every day on this to grow and make everyone happy.
What I learned in 21 days is talking to other people you meet. I also learned a bunch of interesting Bible stories, and I experienced God's creation through camping, the sand dunes, and other outdoor activities.
I grew as a person through approaching people while fundraising and getting out of my comfort zone and leaving my shyness behind.
I was actually regretting coming here at first because the team I had last year was so awesome, but I ended up with the most holiest captain and our team members balanced out pretty well. I'm happy that I came this year because I am more serious in the DP lectures and made more friends, and I hope the rest of this workshop will be just as fun.
I am happy that I came to this 21-day camp. I had many fun experiences and learned many things about life and God. I had fun going to the sand dunes, even though the sand got in my mouth. I learned that you have to be more grateful about your life. I will never forget the good memories from this 21-day camp.
Learn in the True Family Health Training Academy 2010 is to take more leadership roles and to take more responsibility in everything I do so I can be a better role model for people around me.
I have learned some great things in this workshop. I know parent-child relationship is very important, so I need to work on it. We need to make an ideal family, and then a community, nation, and then world. Now, I don't have as much shyness and self-conscience. And true father works so much harder than we think so. It pays a lot of indemnity, so we have to help him to give him love back.
What I got from this 21-day workshop is to not hold back on expressing yourself because that just prevents yourself from growing. And the ultimate goal in life is to achieve joy, and I plan on achieving that.
I have gained many blessings throughout the 21-day workshop. I've gained experience, and for the first time I saw people through God's eyes. I have gained joy and wisdom from the lectures and started to actually understand the true meaning of a parent-child relationship and have finally understood some of the pain God has felt through the thousands of years that have passed since the fall.
In this 21 days workshop, they trained our mind and body to help us grow. I learned the importance of staying positive, respecting others, and unity.
In this 21-day program, I learned a lot. I learned that you really have to appreciate and be grateful to your parents for all that they are doing for us, and the importance of parent-child relationship because my parents are the closest to God, and you experience God through your parents. Thank you.
During this 21-day program, I learned a lot. I learned that we should really trust God and that we should let Him into our lives. I also learned how important our relationship with our parents are, and that I need to appreciate them more. And that's what I plan on doing when I get home.
I learned that the most important thing to work on is myself. Once I perfect that, I can give more and more of God's love to others. The patience, understanding, and service I practiced here will follow me into the future.
In this summer camp, I learned about the divine principles. Next, I learned about the importance of loving nature and some fundraising skills. Lastly, I learned to love others instead of myself all the time.
By attending this 21-day workshop, I was able to experience what the power of unity and love can do. With our team united, we created a fun and loving environment in which we could boost and encourage each other to do better things with our lives. Now that I know how it feels to be united with other people and what a great, wonderful, and beautiful atmosphere it creates, I want to try my hardest to create that unity within my family as well. Then, together, we can create an ideal family and help restore Earth to God's original ideal.
During these 21 days, I learned to appreciate the smaller things in life. I learned to overcome my shyness and to be more confident of myself. I learned to trust in God because He works in His own mysterious ways. These 21 days will be my most precious memories in my heart for eternity.
This was a great workshop. It may have been the greatest workshop I've ever been to. I really enjoyed it. We had great experiences. We learned a lot, gained many new skills, and made a lot of new friendships that we could cherish forever. I also learned many values to practice, such as ownership, teamwork, leadership, dream big, living for the greater good, and that is just to tell a general idea of TFHTA.
During the 21-day workshop, I learned the power of God's words, which inspired me and motivated me. I had deep reflections with God and received insight from other people's reflections of God. I learned to love people more easily than ever before. I also experienced God's love and spiritual help through fundraising.
I gained new experiences throughout 21 days, and I was able to go further to reach my goals. Doing fundraising every day helped me break out of my comfort zone more. To break out of my comfort zone, I tried to approach everyone I saw.